Hi guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So I am here today with something kind of, well, new. I mean, it's new for me. I highly doubt I am the first person, but I don't know because I have not looked to see. I didn't really do any, like research or anything, but so basically I acquired this package of paper, like cash register paper rolls. I found them in my grandpa's home office when he and my grandmother moved to Florida a while back. And I thought, well, it's paper. I'll be able to do something with it. And I just haven't done anything with it for quite a while. So my thought was, I don't know, you know how things just kind of like pop into your head for no apparent reason whatsoever? At least they do for me. I was just sitting here and I caught a glance of these sitting, where they've been for like over a year, well over a year. And I thought, I had an idea, like all of a sudden out of nowhere. So here's my idea, and I have no idea if this is something that's going to work. And like I said, I have no idea if anyone else has done this before. But I thought, how perfect would this be, even though it's thin, but how good would it be to use as a base for like a snippet roll, right? So what I did was I took the core out of the middle of the roll so that I can work on a piece and then roll it up as I go. Does that make sense? So I thought, actually I need to grab a piece of tape. I could glue it, but I think tape might be better. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I just thought if I, just tape the end to the plastic, core, then as I work on this, I have a place to roll up my finished snippet roll. Correct, right? Does that make sense? And then after I get a bunch done, things just glued on, I can unroll it and take it to the sewing machine and, sew it. I'm hoping that this is, like this makes sense and that this will actually work the way that I have it in my head, but we will see. So the plan is to use up the massive amount of fabric scraps that I have. This is a very large box of fabric scraps. And then I can't even show you the bin of paper scraps because I don't think it would fit on my desk. It is one of those like large, totes. It's full of paper. And I have a bunch of scraps that are always sitting on my desk. So I think I might go through that stack first because honestly, it's getting out of control. And I thought, I could kind of do like some layers of paper, some layers of fabric, and just get like the base of a snippet roll completed. And then, I can sew it. And then, as I use the pieces, I can embellish it further maybe if I want to, or, just leave it the way it is. When I tore the roll, it was glued to itself. I don't care because I'm going to cover this up anyway. I also have a bag of old food coupons and such here that I purchased on eBay for like $4. Most of them are like just, pieces of cardboard that you could send in, sort of like the, oh yeah, no, it's not going to come to me. Anyway, I just have these and I thought, how great would they be? Now, some pieces in here, I've got like 1,000 of these and I don't even know what this company makes or made. So if anyone knows anything about Vets, let me know because I'm just curious what product they made because I don't see. Oh, is it cat food? there's some words here, and I see the word kittens and mother and twice and overweight and of feeding. So I think it might be cat food. Okay, well, whatever. They're pretty, and I've got a ton of them. And then some things in here, though, I'm not going to use on this. There are these awesome glassine pieces that came out of like Betty Crocker. I don't know if it was like cake mixes or what, but they're awesome. And I don't want to use that for this, so I'll make sure that I just pull those out and set them aside as we go. I don't, you know, whatever. Yeah, anyway, so that is sort of my plan. Oh, there's this really cool, I'm not going to use this either. I'm going to save that for, I don't know what, but, like, why would you be, it says indecision at the bottom. Why in the heck would you be indecisive about this situation? You're about to, like, yeah, no, I don't even know. These were found in Buitoni macaroni. So it's sort of like a tea card or a cigarette card, but it was in boxes of macaroni. So yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that too. It's just funny. But anyway, I don't know. This is just a whole bunch of stuff that I thought would be great for collage. And then, you know, obviously that's sort of what we're doing here. So this might be a multiple part sort of series if you guys are interested. If I upload this first video and you guys are like, I don't want to see any more of this ever, please don't do this again. Then I won't, but you need to let me know what you think. But I'm going to just use glue stick because I am going to, you know, go back and sew everything. And because this is so thin, I want to make sure that I have, you know, like some sort of extra layer underneath. And I'm not too worried about what it is. I kind of want it to be wider or as wide as my roll. So this looks like it'll work. So we'll just add some glue stick here. So yeah, I hope everyone is having a good day. It got cold again here. It was warm for 10 minutes and now it's cold. That's what it does here. There's a saying, and I'm sure other parts of the country, it's the same way, but if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes and, you know, it'll change. And then, you know, it'll be something else. All right. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just going to kind of go with it here. I mean, this is kind of outside my comfort zone because I'm very much used to, I like to plan things out. But when you do this kind of thing, that's not really what you're supposed to do, right? So I'm just going to cut this or tear this piece of map and glue that down. Here. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to start kind of tearing and, layering things up. This is Tim Holtz glassine paper, and I got it from someone off of Facebook. I really don't know what I'm doing, so I'm sure you're all like, oh my gosh, this is not how you make a snippet roll, but it's how I'm gonna make a snippet roll because I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, I like this guy. He's cute. I haven't even pulled anything out of my scrap bins yet. I'm just dealing with the stuff on my desk because honestly, yeah, I'm gonna zoom you in just a little bit. Give me just a second. There, that's better, I think. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna save that. Like some of these I feel like I could, you know, like use as actual ephemera, but then some of them it's just more of a piece of cardboard and, you know, like, I mean, these are pretty cool and I can use these as whole pieces of ephemera probably. But then you've got, you know, like the Jack Frost cane sugar here, which is really cool and old-ish, I'm guessing, but not really something that, you know, I would use as, you know, just a standalone piece of ephemera. So that's pretty cool. And then we can add, yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm just kind of playing around here. Hopefully I'm not like offending anyone with my horrible snippet roll abilities. Is that what the word I was looking for? I'm not sure. But, you know, I mean, we've got, I don't know, that's probably not going to work there. And like I said, I have no idea what I'm going to actually use this for. So, you know, I mean, it might just be a fun thing to do, and then I might never use it. I hope I do, though, because I feel like it's fun to add, you know, maybe to an edge of a page or something. I don't know what I want to use for that. Let's just use some glue and see what happens, or a glue stick. I'm gonna try and like sort of ruffle it. So when I sew it, it'll be more of a ruffle than just a, you know, piece of fabric. There we go. Oops, stuck to my fingers. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're getting somewhere. I'm kind of liking how this is sort of coming together here. It's just different. It's just something different that I have not seen, but like I said, I'm sure somebody somewhere has done something similar, but you know, I don't know if anyone's reinventing or inventing anything anymore, right? Like we're all just kind of just doing the same thing in different ways. Oh, Oscar got a haircut yesterday, and we decided to just get him like clipped, like all one, you know, just like all one length. He looks so cute. And he looks, at the same time, he looks funny as well, because he's kind of naked. He just looks naked because he's yeah, he doesn't have as much fur. You know, he doesn't have the long fur anymore, so it's kind of funny. But he's adorable. He is adorable. I think I would think he was adorable if he was just completely bald, you know. But yeah, okay. So what else do we have here? Do you save these? I mean, I feel like these are probably way too small to be saving, but I do anyway. And now I'm like, oh, well, maybe it was a good idea that I saved it, because we can add it to this, right? What else? What else? What else? What else? I have some of this fabric. I'm not sure. Let me go ahead and I want to go ahead and add another piece of, whoops, that's sticky, of paper. So I can kind of keep going here. Sorry, I'm kind of out of frame, but I'm just gluing. So I just want to slide that under just to make sure. I mean, you don't have to do this, obviously. And obviously I am fully aware that most of you probably don't have these rules of, you know, cash register paper just laying around your house, right? I mean, that's not something that is terribly common household item. But if you happen to find any at, you know, like a thrift store or something, because I've come across it in that way before, maybe this will just inspire you to use it in a different way that you weren't originally thinking about. And if you don't ever find any of this, that's fine too, because there's always just strips of paper, right? You could just take strips of paper like this that are offcuts and glue them together to make, you know, a longer strip, and then layer on top of that, right? So yeah. And let's add this. So what I'll do is I'll just do some of this, and then I will probably sew kind of as I go, just so I don't have this big long thing that I have to, you know, sew. And then the next time, if I do another one of these, if you guys are interested, then I can show you what I sewed. This is from an old book, and I'm not even sure about the language. It's very old and very brittle, as you can see, but I thought that might be nice. Hopefully I don't tear it when I'm gluing it. That would kind of stink. There we go. And then what else do we have here? See, like we've got just this little piece of cardboard that got torn off of another piece, but you know, it can go on here. Right? Like that. What else? What else? What else? What do we have over here? Now these are pretty cool, and I'm probably gonna save these for something else. But yeah, okay, let's go back to, oh, I just found this red and white baker's twine, and since we have red here, I thought maybe that would look nice. I don't know what to do with it though. I could just kind of lay it here, right? On top of that. No, I don't like that. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So yeah, Oscar got a haircut yesterday, and oh, today is my husband's birthday. Yeah, big 5-0 today. Yeah, pretty cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. Sometimes I just don't know what to do. Sometimes I just don't know what to do. All right, maybe just a smaller piece. It doesn't have to be anything terribly exciting, right? I mean, we can just start putting stuff on here, and then whatever happens, happens. Make sure that, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. All right. I just put that over here because some pink sari silk, maybe. And what's nice is, you know, this can be cut into whatever you know, whatever size you want. So you can end up with just little clusters, or, you know, a larger piece to put on the edge of a page, or, you know, anything like that, really. Let's see. I have some lace here, maybe we could add here to the edge. My goal is to kind of cover up all of the background paper with something, right? Yeah, that is my goal. Okay, this is kind of cool, but not there. Not really there either. It doesn't really match the other stuff. And it, you know, I'm not going for like matchy-matchy, obviously, but right next to things, you know, I kind of want it to match a bit if it's like right next to something. Got, sorry, silk strings. I gotta get rid of here. All right, how long? Okay, it's been about 20 minutes, so that's okay. We can keep going, I think. You know, I always do these like stash busting things, right? And I'm always like, oh, this will be so awesome because I will use up everything that is in my scrap bins, and then, you know, I can start over, blah, blah, blah. I never make a dent. I never, ever make a dent. It's so sad. I feel like I will have these scrap bins until I die, and then my poor children are going to have to decide what to do with them. And I have a list of people that get first dibs. This is awful. But I have a list of people that get first dibs at my hoard if something were to happen to me. So yeah. Oh, that's awful to talk about. But you know, I mean, I don't want it going in the trash. That would be so sad, right? You have to kind of plan for that kind of stuff, or, you know, your stuff's going to end up in the trash, and nobody wants that if somebody can use it, right? So, I'm just looking at this ridiculous, I'm going to move this down. I know that's not done. But I thought I could add this piece here because it's pretty sturdy. And I'm just going to use my tear roller. Whoops, sorry about that. Oh, this is actually 2 pieces. That's fine. It's from an old book. I have no idea which book at the moment, but that's what it is. All right, and I don't care that it's torn on one side and not the other. Doesn't matter to me. Let me just let you stay over there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Was this a smart way to use these rolls of paper, or am I insane? Vote below. Emily, you're off your rocker. Or, yeah, I think this is cool. Those are your 2 options. And yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of neat. I like how this is coming along. And, you know, I can sew this, and then I can always add bigger pieces, you know, like buttons and whatnot, to fill in the gaps, you know, at a later date. So I'm just going to keep kind of putting the big pieces down. I have these adorable little cards that came with some stamps. They're Santoro. How cute are they? And I want to use them on here. Let's go ahead and just put her there. And I might even decide to sell whatever I make here. I don't know. I don't know if it's something that will be, you know, like useful to me, or if it would be more useful to someone else. I'd rather, you know, pass it along. That kind of thing. But who knows? We'll see. I have, you know, sewing pattern paper here. We could make a ruffle maybe of sorts. Can you see what I'm doing? No, you can't. There we go. I'm so zoomed in that I I feel like you should be able to see what I'm doing, but then I look at my monitor and there's no way you can see what I'm doing. There we go. And this is some just index card that Dee Dee dyed. I'm just gonna tear some of that. And I think I'm gonna leave the lines actually. Well, one, I tore it the wrong way, so there's weight all over the backside. And two, I kind of like the lines. It just gives it something else. Like that. And what else do we have here? This is kind of pretty, possibly. I don't know if my sewing machine is gonna like that so much. Ooh, what about this? Yeah, maybe we could do that. What do you think? Maybe? Maybe not so high. Maybe here. All right, let's, first of all, the ribbon needs to be pulled down. And then probably right about here. We'll cut that off. And we can use that somewhere else, right? And then let's see, I need glue. I don't know if there's a right or wrong side to this, but I just determined that this is the right side. How about that? There we go. Kind of cute. Yeah, I like that. Okay, what else do we have? I've got some like sparkly, is this organza? Is that the name of this? I wonder if we could use some of this. It was actually a handle of a gift bag, so it has the little thingies, oops, I'm not in frame, thingies on the bottom, you know, it held it inside the gift bag, but I don't need those right now. I was gonna try and just scrunch this up right here in the center. I don't know how well that will work, but let's put down some glue and we'll give it a try. Just need it to hold long enough to get it sewn down, right? So maybe, come on, let's, well, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. I was just trying to give it a little bit of help. I ended up with a lot more glue than I wanted. That happens a lot, to me anyway. Oops. There, maybe, come on. You can stay. It's because it's 2 layers and it doesn't want to, it's staying, it's just the top layer doesn't want to lay down. There we go. That'll be fine until I can get it to the sewing machine, because I'll do that as soon as I'm done here. Or I might do it and come right back and show you. So we're kind of getting, it's getting a little bit long here. I don't want this video to be crazy long. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this to my sewing machine and sew down what I have so far. And, you know, I'm just going to kind of do probably, no, I don't even know, like a zigzag stitch down both sides. And then probably just some weird, you know, crazy stitching down the middle to try and grab a hold of all of the pieces. That is my plan. We'll see how it goes, but I'm going to stop this and then I will be right back and I will show you what I did. Okay, so I did some sewing and I really like how this is looking. I am very happy with this considering I just really didn't have a plan at all. I'm quite pleased with how this has started here. So I did just a zigzag stitch around the border, and then I just chose some crazy stitches, just a couple different ones, and did them in different stitch lengths and stuff down the middle. And I think I have successfully grabbed every bit in some capacity with my stitching. So yeah, that's what I have so far. So, you know, I mean, I can keep adding to this. I can add bulkier items like, you know, flowers and bling, or, you know, whatever, stamps. There's so many options, right? And I've got it, you know, on this handy little roll, so I can roll it up here, hopefully. You know, I mean, it's not going to roll great, but it'll roll a bit anyway. And then the next time that I want to work on it, it's all ready to go. And I have, you know, tons and tons of feet of this. But yeah, I can just probably add a rubber band to this, maybe. If I can find one. There's one. Try to do it without hurting anything, but just something to kind of hold it in place there until I want to work with it again. And yeah, anyway, that was fun. I think that was fun. Please let me know in the comments if that's something that you would be interested in seeing more of. And, you know, like I said, I can, you know, continue, you know, just adding papers. I can move on to decorating what I've already finished, that kind of thing. But yeah, that was my idea today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. I might be back later today with an Etsy update video. I'm not sure if that'll be today or if I'll do it tomorrow. But I hope you have a fantastic day either way. And until I talk to you again, take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.